All right, hey everybody, it's Dee Corchin. It is Thursday night, it's June 2nd, and it's our second Client Coach Connection. And so thank you guys for getting on. I know you're busy, and it's just 15 minutes for you guys. We know that clients that are connected with like-minded individuals are our most successful clients. So congratulations for getting involved. It's really in your best interest. So our goal is to keep these short, on point, with some really practical tips for you, and having some of your peers, your fellow clients on the program share with you. So I am going to go ahead and turn it over to Julie Apple. She's an executive director, health coach in Charlotte, and let Julie do the talking from here. I'll unmute you, Julie.
Hey everybody, it's so fun to see all these faces on here. Dee and I talked about the topic of sharing how to have successful weekends. And if you're one of my clients, I had emailed out this Weekend Warrior several tips last weekend. And as Dee and I were talking about it, Julie and Connie, of course, came to mind. And then this weekend, they posted a recipe of something Connie had made while they were camping. And I thought, it'd be awesome if they just share versus me telling you guys what works for me or what's a great way to survive weekends and do well. I thought, let's just let Connie and Julie share because they have great tips. So I think Julie was actually the first one to jump on the program. And then about 4 or 5 days later, her sister Connie, who lives in Ohio, asked me about doing the program. So they have been doing this together since October. So it's been about 8 months. And I'll let them share their experience and what the success they've had. And they're also just going to share each a few different nuggets that what's worked for them. And hopefully you guys will take away a few things that will work for you guys too. So Connie, I think I see your phone number on there. Dee, are you able to unmute Connie? And Connie's going to start out sharing and then Julie is going to share. So Connie, if you're there, take it away.
Hi there. Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, good. Well, like she said, we've been on it since October, and I've hit my 60-pound mark this week, so I'm pretty excited about that. Awesome. We've gone on a couple of trips together, but as Julie was saying, this past weekend we went on a camping trip, and I don't know if any of you are campers or not, but we love to make pizza pies over the campfire. And what I prepared in advance was some cauliflower pizza crust, which I had actually made 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I put it in the freezer and froze it. And I took that with me this weekend, and instead of using the bread for the crust that you would normally put in a pizza pie, I used my cauliflower pizza crust. And my sister Julie had brought some no sugar barbecue sauce, so I used the pizza crust, the cauliflower crust, the barbecue sauce. I put grilled chicken in it with some mushrooms and a little bit of cheese on it, and then another pizza crust of the cauliflower crust for the other side of my sandwich, and grilled it over the campfire. It turned out really good, and I really enjoyed it. And plus, I used the pizza crust for my tacos that I made with turkey meat and whatnot. So for me, it was just a matter of planning what things to bring with me, and that's how I helped plan my weekend. And along with other meals that I brought with me, which I just got a plastic box, and I take that with me every time I travel.
Something that's been really fun is I've done calls with Julie and Connie together on the phone, just because we know it's helpful to be together and do this as a team. And so we've strategized, and we've had a night where before they go on their trips, we talk about, okay, what's your trip going to look like? Where are you guys going to eat out? What are you going to take with you? How are you going to drink water? I remember when they went to Disney World, I said, how are you guys going to get drink water while you're there? And they ended up coming back and said, yeah, we were able to keep drinking our water. They found a way. So Connie, on that sheet that you sent me, what were a couple of the other things that you said were just super helpful for you, how you managed to be successful?
Well, for me, it's just, I think as you've always stressed, it's just planning ahead. I look at it that when I go on a vacation, that doesn't mean that I want to go on vacation from my meal plans, because that's just my lifestyle that I'm changing to now. I've learned a lot of things on this program, and I want to keep them going whether I'm at home or away from the house. So I just plan ahead and take the extra, bars with me or the extra shakes, because I don't want to go on a binge, as we all call it. I mean, that's what I used to do before, was for comfort, I would eat food. Obviously, it got me into a place that I wasn't comfortable in. So I want to continue on the plan no matter where I'm at, but yet I want to live life. So those times are going to come up where something maybe isn't available, but at every restaurant you can find a salad. So that's what I just try and make good choices no matter where I go.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
and like I said, I bought this little plastic box that now I'm using. I took it camping. I'm going to Colorado in 2 weeks, and I'm going to take my plastic box full of my meals with me and hopefully carry it through that vacation. And that one, I'm not going to have my sister Julie with me, so I'll be with people that aren't on this plan at all. So that'll be even more of a challenge. But I hope to come back with, losing more weight.
And I think each time you do a trip or each time you have a successful weekend, it gives you feel more empowered that you can do it again. And I can do this. I can be successful again. I've done it once. And you keep getting stronger and stronger.
That's certainly correct. I would agree 100% with that.
So Julie, do you have other tips, other things that you want to share?
Sure.
Go for it. This is our sister Julie.
I just want to say that I made Dee's barbecue pulled pork while we went camping this weekend. I did take my crock pot, and as Connie said, I did find some sugar-free barbecue sauce, which I actually didn't know was out there, and made the pulled pork and had leftovers the other night. Even my husband enjoyed that, so it was really good. But a lot of times, we're talking about weekends. A lot of times weekends are tougher because you're not in the routine and you're at home, or there's a lot of stuff going on or whatever. So I just try to stick on plan, and I get up later in the morning, usually on Saturday or Sundays, but I try to get exercise in and, keep up with my meals, meal replacements, every 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes I, have almonds or cottage cheese or something to help, get me through if I'm a little bit more hungry. But, I always think ahead, okay, what are we doing for dinner tonight? Or are we going out to lunch, and try and think of and make good choices when we do those types of things.
It's always like you got to stay one step ahead. And one of my favorite things is plan your work and then work your plan.
Right. As Julie and I've talked about, though, I've got transition coming up here pretty soon. I'm only like 5 pounds from goal. And, it's going to be a little bit harder for me because I really like taking out my little packets and, saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm done. So, grocery shopping and that is going to be a little bit tougher to think about, to plan ahead. But I, have plans on trying to do that and keep it going. So.
It's awesome. How much have you lost now, Julie?
52 pounds. So
that's awesome.
I'm not too far behind Connie. She's always been a little bit ahead of me, which is okay. But, I'm
That is great.
Working out a lot. So, I've gone from a size 16 to a size 6. So I think that's just awesome because I just can't believe it every time I look in the mirror.
So cool. And I think it's neat to see you guys doing it together. And that's what I would encourage all of you guys, just as you think about what you're doing on the weekends, try to make sure you're spending time. I think about that. Who am I going to be with? And try to plan things where you're going to be with common-minded people that are going to be making healthy choices, and make sure you're with a community that's going to support you versus tear you down. So do your best making those choices as well. So thank you both for sharing. Dee, I think there was some more you were going to add just a little bit to that.
Well, I think the biggest takeaways are exactly what you said about having a plan. Julie and Connie, I think they both really shared. I think they were so focused on their goal and keeping their momentum. And we've talked about momentum, how that's so important to keep that going, that was kind of what was the primary driver. And then they just made their choices around to support that. And so really staying focused on our goal, I think, and what we really truly want versus what we might want at the moment. What I really picked up that I thought was kind of fun is that, they made some fun food. So they were at these events, and they made this fun cauliflower pizza, on the grill or, over the campfire. And the fact that Julie made barbecue, which is, a fun camping food to have, she just made it healthy, alternative. So I think that's great. That just, take that. And I find most of my friends, they enjoy when we bring, something healthy to the table. So I think that's great. If you would maybe post a picture of this plastic box you're talking about, I'm a little curious, or where you found it. It sounds like it's a pretty neat thing. And Julie, if you'll post that Weekend Warrior document in the file section for everybody else, I think any tips that we didn't address would be in there.
It's a great tool. And Julie and Connie, are you okay if I post your success stories to the file section? Are you okay with that? Thumbs up, or just say no? Thumbs up. Okay. They have they both took the time to write out what's made them successful. And I literally, it brought me to tears reading it. So I thought it would be awesome if you guys get to read it too, because you'll take a lot away.
Yeah, I think that's great. We have like 1 minute. Does anybody have any specific questions for the health coach, Julie, or for Julie or Connie who shared with us? Just raise your hand if you do, and I'm happy to unmute you. All right, well, good. Well, hopefully this has been helpful to you. Just a couple of things.
Susan's raising her hand.
Oh, who was? Oh, Susan. Yeah, let me get you. Thank you. Oops.
How did you, like, you're in those times when everybody else is having something that you used to eat at these camps and and your camping and stuff. So what did you tell yourself when other people were eating items that might not have been healthy choices and that might not have been a program? How did you get yourself past that? I think if people hear the talk that you said to yourself, that might be helpful for others when they're in that similar position.
This is Julie. I just was going to say that sometimes, I go over to my neighbor's house on the weekends, and because they have a fire every Friday, Saturday night, and they've got food out and stuff like that. And I'll just take a look at it and think, okay, I don't want it. I don't, sometimes I guess I'm so motivated right now that I don't want it, or I may just take a tiny bite just to have a taste, and, so that I don't feel like I'm, what's the word I want to use?
Missing out or deprived.
Completely missing out. Right. So, I get tempted when I look at it, but yet I'm not craving it enough to, say, oh my gosh, I have to have this huge thing, like I was telling Julie, I really want to have pizza. One of these days I am going to have a regular slice of pizza. But so far I haven't done it, and I've been okay with that too. So I don't know if Connie wants to add anything.
No, I was just the same thing, I guess I just look at it, but, yes, it looks good. And any other time, before the program, I would have, enjoyed it very much. And like Julie, I may take a small taste of it, but I just keep thinking it, in the back of my mind, I've made a lifestyle change and I want to go forward with that lifestyle. So the urge to eat it isn't really there like it used to be. So I just keep remembering, where's my goal and where am I headed? And that's what really keeps me from indulging. But I do have those moments. I do have those moments where I will, indulge and eat in something. But, it happens, it's over, and I move forward the next day. So I don't dwell on it.
Awesome.
I drink more water.
So good.
And I love that, because the reality is, you both kind of said, like, you could have it, you're an adult, you can make your choices, and you kind of looked at it and just made your choice. You know what? I'm choosing not to have that right now. Like Julie said, I'm going to have a piece of pizza one day. It's just not today. And so that's pretty powerful when the food doesn't have that kind of control over us anymore.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you. Go ahead.
I think you just nailed it right there. It doesn't have that control over us, anymore. And that's basically what's changed in my life. Food doesn't control me. I make the choice of what I want to, eat. So it's not a control anymore. That's
awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thanks you for sharing your stories, Julie and Connie. Thanks for that. I think it was very, very helpful. For those of us, just a couple heads up, go ahead and mark your calendar. 2 weeks from tonight, the third Thursday, it would be June 19th, will be our next call. So just go ahead and save the date for that. If you live in the Atlanta area, on Sunday, June 12th, we're having a client celebration event in the East Cobb area, and I'll be posting details about that. We would love to have you join us for that. And then next up on the client portion of the call, and you're welcome to listen in, because if you'd like to learn about this, like, it's great. One of the tools that we offer is it's called the Health Games. It's an online kind of gamified approach to our health, and a lot of our clients love participating in it. So if you'd like to hear a little bit more about that, as we explained it to some of our coaches, just stay on the line. We're going to roll right into our coach portion. So thank you guys for being on. All right, we're just going to keep rolling, so respecting everybody's time. And like I said, we've got a lot of newer coaches on our team, and not every coach has actively participated in one of the optional tools that we have for our clients and our pre-clients, people that might be interested in moving their health forward. And that is what we call the Health Games. And the Health Games are an online platform. We've partnered with an existing organization, a software company that was called the Meltdown Challenge. And this organization had done online health challenges for other types of organizations. And what we did is we partnered with them and made it, special for Take Shape for Life. And we have a special one for Take Shape for Life. And we've been offering these for about 2 years. And it's an optional tool for you as a coach to participate and for you to offer to your clients. And personally, I have been involved since the beginning, and I think it's like 19 challenges now I've been involved and had a team for. And there's a lot of reasons why I think these can be very, very helpful. Number one, for our personal health and keeping ourselves focused. We know that, especially those of us who have lost our weight, it requires intentionality to stay focused on our own personal health. So it's a way to do that for ourselves. But it's also an outreach tool that we can utilize in a number of different arenas. And I'm going to take a minute and screen share and show you a little bit about it. But the Health Games are, it's basically a gamified platform for our health. And they're generally in 4-week or 6-week sessions. And the next one is called the Summer Shape Up, and it begins on Monday, June 13th. So it's a week from this Monday. And so now is the time to go ahead and register if you think you want to be involved, and start inviting, people to participate. And what it basically entails is that an individual who registers and becomes a participant, a player in the games, they go into a specific team. They're going to go into our team, and it's going to be a special forum, almost similar to our Facebook group. It'll be just for the individuals that are participating in our team. And they'll set a goal that they'll either, and you as well, whether or not you want to lose weight. And for this next upcoming challenge, the goal is to lose 4% during the 4 weeks of the challenge, 4% of your starting weight. Or you can choose the maintenance category, which is what I usually do. And what that means is that a person can, you can't gain more than 1% of your starting weight, but you could, if you needed to drop a few pounds, but maybe not 4% of your weight, you can lose like up to 3.99%. So it's a great way that you can offer even for your existing clients on maintenance. But the other thing that we do with it is that you set a goal for, there's what's called participation points. And the participation points are for a couple of things. Every day there is a daily reading or a video. And it's information that's pulled directly out of Dr. A's Habits of Health book. So it's a way that we can start to drip the information or start to receive the information from the Habits of Health. This is the information that's really going to help us move forward in our health, other getting beyond just the 5-in-1 plan or the eating plan, but all the areas of health, like mindfulness and exercise and stress management and staying connected to a community. Every day there's a daily reading on one of these topics. Each week there's usually a focus, and it's like 2 or 3 minutes. So it's very short, topic specific, but it's a great way to like kind of start your day with it. And then the other participation points are given for things like the daily habits of health, like if you drank your 80 ounces of water in a day, if you followed your eating plan, if you if you commented and supported somebody on the board, like you get things, points for just basically doing the habits of health, the things that we know will move us forward. So it's a lot of fun. There is an ante. If somebody wants to participate, it's $20 plus a $3.99 processing fee. And basically that money goes to the winner's pool. Part of the funds go to a winner's pool. So anybody who meets their weight loss or their maintenance goal and their participation points, they're considered a winner. And and a winner, basically, it usually averages out that people will get their entry fee back and usually some pocket change at the end. So it's kind of fun. People like to be a winner at the end. And it's really more about the journey. We know that. And I've always had all my participants, even if they don't actually meet their goal, are always glad that they participated. They always think that it brought them great value. But here are some reasons why you might want to utilize this tool and how it can help you no matter where you are with your health coaching business. We open this platform to anyone. So what I mean by anyone is they do not have to be a Take Shape for Life client to participate. And they don't even need to lose weight to participate. I mean, how many people do we know that might be at a healthy weight, but they're not eating 6 times a day, or they're not exercising on a regular basis, or they're not drinking 80 ounces of water a day? So it's a way that, they can utilize this platform to do that, but they don't have to be a Take Shape for Life client. So even if they want to lose weight, they can follow any plan that they want. Now, when they come in to the health games, and this is also great for your clients that are on. Some people just like the challenge. They just like the gamification of it. It's fun. It's exciting. It's a way to shake things up. So I always say offer to your clients for that. But it's also a great tool for anybody who might be struggling. It's a great way for them to focus and kind of have a target, a specific time-oriented goal. And then also for clients that struggle, everybody is so busy. And not all your clients might not be on Facebook and participating in our client connection group, the Eat, Live, and Be Healthy. Or they might just be having trouble finding the time to pick up Dr. A's Habits of Health. So this is a great forum for people to start to get the information in something that probably takes them tops 5 to 10 minutes per day. So you can see that there's a lot of different arenas. But what I really like is the pre-client format of this and the ability to show it to our pre-clients or just people you work with, people in your world, maybe your mother, your sister. You just want them to get a better idea of this program you're doing or that you coach. And people can step into it, and the experience is people are usually blown away. Because the average person thinks of us as a diet, or we're that meal plan that uses Medifast. And what they see is what we truly are, which is a health program that is focusing so much more on the education and the habits of health and the support and the community that we provide. So it's usually a game changer for people. They come in and they see it and they're like, wow, I had no idea this is what you guys were about. Sometimes, and not always, it's no big deal if they don't, but sometimes these people become clients. They get in, they get involved, they start seeing comments from our existing clients losing weight, and they're like, well, maybe I want to know about this. So it kind of opens up the door. I don't think necessarily go into it expecting that, but very often it happens. And they even offer some scholarship money for people that might want to become a client. And the other thing it does is it also opens up the arena. We talk about health coaching. And so sometimes our existing clients start to see the benefit of health coaching or how they can use platforms like this, and that it doesn't take us much time to be health coaches. And so it can open up the arena for that. And we've had clients then become health coaches as a result of being a part of this forum and really seeing what the opportunity can be for them. So a lot of different reasons why you might want to participate. And what I'm going to do now is a quick screen share. And when I share my screen, usually I lose you and I can't see you. So I'm going to share my screen, and Julie, if you'll maybe unmute and just let me know if you can see it when I get there, okay? Give me 1 second here. All right, Julie, or you can just nod or tell me, can you see that?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so this is the main screen. If you're on this and you invite somebody to the health games, this is what they're going to see when they come to the main screen. It's, like I said, we go through the platform meltdown challenge. You log in. And this is what's going to, well, they're going to have to go through like a sign up process. But basically, once somebody is involved, this is kind of the screen that comes up. And some of it's not quite open yet because the challenge has not started. But you can kind of see here's kind of the parameters and what the guidelines are for the challenge, what the ante is. This shows us we have right now 684 people nationwide that have already signed up for the challenge. So far, there's already $13,000 in the winner's pool of money. And here's the timelines of, when somebody can weigh in and weigh out. We have a main challenge wall, and it's up right here. So this is kind of like a main platform wall where everybody who's involved in the challenge can participate. So you'll see there's already some contests running right now, or water bottle contest and some fun stuff already. And people can already start earning points. Now, if you decided to register for this yourself as a coach, you could start inviting people through the challenge and earn like 10 points a day or participation points. But you'll see it's almost like Facebook in the terms that there's an area to comment, to reply, and support each other. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you over to our team room. So we already have a team going, and this is what you would be joining. I am leading the team, and we've already got 12 members who are already in. The last one that we just finished up, the spring game, we actually had 40 players. So this number will, on our team alone, so this number will multiply quickly. So it's a lot of fun. Already you can see like somebody's already joined. She started to comment on our wall. I've joined, I'm patiently waiting 11 more days. So you'll start to see activity. We'll start on that. Real easy to invite. If you decide to join, you can use this platform to invite other people. And there's a link here. You can just copy the link. I'm going to be posting this afterwards so that you guys can see it and show you where you can share it on Facebook, or I'll share it, post it in our group so you can go ahead and join. But you can just put email addresses right here in this template, and emails will go directly out for you. And you'll be able to also see then who signs up as a result of that. So it's very, very simple platform to use. Going back to the main challenge wall, basically what it looks like is each day somebody would join in, and right here where it says participation equals results, each day an individual would click there, and the different areas where they would collect points would be listed. So they would just click on it to watch the video or do the short reading for the day, click on it and say whether or not they exercised and that sort of thing. So it's very, very simple and just a lot of fun. So I'm going to stop with the screen share, and what I want to do is I'm going to give Kim Knight an opportunity to spend this last minute just kind of describing how she was introduced to the health games and then what that has translated to in the couple of times that she's participated. Kim, I unmuted you.
Yeah. Well, in September, I had a friend from Georgia that invited me to become a part of the health challenge, and then I did that, and I met Dee and decided to do the Take Shape for Life program because my husband travels, and I thought, what could a month hurt? Well, I was hooked after the month, and from September, I guess, till December, I'd lost 35 pounds. And then since December, I've lost 50 total. But I love the challenge because it just keeps me mindful of what I'm doing. And since then, let's see, I've got a friend Sandy that started, and a friend Sandra that started, and then I became a health coach. And with Sandra and my husband's on it, and then another lady started this week. So it just kind of keeps steamrolling.
And that's really true. And what's really interesting is I have a client named Gina, and Gina was the first one to come to the health games, and Gina invited some of her friends. She invited a lot of people to come, and her friend was who invited you, Kim?
Laura.
So one of the people that Gina invited was Laura. Laura has never become a Take Shape for Life client. She's participated in the challenges. She's had good luck on her own. She's not become a client, but she's used this platform. She's liked it to invite other people. So it's kind of a way to show you how this can multiply and start to reach people that you don't know, and how we can spread health, which is exactly what our intention is as health coaches. So through this forum, then Kim, then I reached out and, got to know Kim, and then Kim has then been able. So it's just been really a multiplier effect, which is, one person at a time. That's how we really start to change the world. So, so I think that's fun. I think it's exciting. And I know several of us on the call have participated. So I hope that you will sign up again. Again, it's an option for you, but I think especially as a newer coach, I think about, this, how many people do we talk to and they're not quite ready yet? Right? They're just not ready yet. Or maybe they won't be for the full thing. Well, instead of saying, well, okay, great, thanks a lot for talking to me, and maybe following up with them every few weeks, what this is nice is that you can say, well, you know what you could do? You could participate in the health games. Here's a great way. It only costs you $20, and so it's just something that you can offer people, that whether or not they ever become a client, I think anytime I always believe in the philosophy, givers gain. So if you're giving out information and whatever guidance to people, that's going to come back to you in positive ways, and so it's going to help them, and it will ultimately help you. So any questions around this? Just raise your hand if you do, and I'll unmute you. Well, I will go ahead and post the link and some information about it in our client site, and then again, if you go ahead and sign up yourself if you're interested in doing this, and then you use your own personal invite link from the challenge, and then when people come in, I'll know that they came in as a result of Bev, or a result of John and Lisa Pennypacker, or a result of Debbie Pasco, so that when things are happening, I'll know, like, hey, Debbie, your client answered a survey, they're interested in the program, and I can send them right back to you, right back to you guys. So, so it's super fun. So just as I was telling everybody else, if you live in the Atlanta area, we really hope that you'll participate and invite your clients, your pre-clients, and your health coach candidates to our client celebration event, which is in the Atlanta area, East Cobb, on June 12th. And our next call is June 16th. Mark your calendars. I would love your input on what you think will be helpful for your clients, and what will be helpful for you as a health coach. This is for you and for your benefit. So we want your input. And I do want to let you know that if you have people you've been talking to and they're not sure if they want to do the program yet, or they're just not ready yet, feel free to invite them to the client portion of our call. Even if they're not clients yet, they can come on this call. Let them see what we offer our clients, and let them, see what the world they'd be stepping into. And then lastly, most of you guys on here have registered for a national convention. Believe it or not, I think there are a few spots left. So if you're not registered and you're interested, that'll be great. And we'll be starting probably a private Facebook group or messenger group for you guys to start communications around that, those of you guys who are going, and that's going to be fantastic. So that's it. On Monday nights is the leadership call, Dr. A, 9 p.m. If you're a new coach, immediately following, if you have less than 5 clients, you are invited and encouraged to stay on the line, and Dr. A and top leaders will be doing some training for new health coaches. Monday nights, it'll be short and on point. And senior coach and above, I hope you'll participate in the boot camp that's being offered, and talk to your business coach about that. So unless you have something, if you have something, raise your hand. Otherwise, I'm gonna let you go. Get on with your night. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.